10-year-old Jezariah had the hopes of starting back school yesterday. However, that was cut short as her life was snuffed out in Fleet Street, Kingston, by armed thugs who invaded her home. Hi again and welcome. This is Link 7 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. We'll be right back after this short break with the full details to come. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Link 7 TV. Let's talk. The community of Fleet Street in Kingston is still trying to come to terms with what transpired on December 30 around 2:50 a.m. in the morning, Thursday to be exact, when Jezariah, a 10-year-old student, would be in her bed getting a good night rest when individuals invaded the premises which she shared with her family. When it all ended, she was no longer a part of this earth, and her family right now is left to grapple with the reality that they would have to start the new year with one family member less within that household. So the police are reporting now that they have taken an individual into custody, and he's just 22 years old, and he has actually been charged with what transpired on that fateful night at Fleet Street in Kingston. Now, the police are theorizing that this might be somehow of a gang related activity, but the police are not providing much information in relation to that. But according to reports, an eyewitness was able to point out the individual that carried out the vicious attack on the household, and he has now actually been charged for the offense committed on December 30, in which Josiah was actually taken out in that incident. So he has been identified as Tommy Powell, otherwise called Redhead, and he's actually a laborer of James Street in Kingston. So the police are actually stating that Powell on Monday, which was yesterday, was actually slapped with charges of shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm and also ammunition in relation to the incident. So according to police reports, Central Kingston Police report that at about 2:50 a.m. on Thursday, December the 30th, Josiah and her relatives were asleep at their home on Fleet Street in Kingston when relatives reportedly smelled gasoline and heard strange sound on the roof. So this was what transpired in this event. They were at home sleeping, getting a good night rest when man invaded their residence, and it seemed as if the individuals wanted to firebomb the house or either set fire to the premises. However, the family members were awoken by the strange sound coming from off the rooftop, and they went to investigate, and this was where all hell broke loose, and actually Josiah was taken out in that incident. So a family member went to investigate and was pounced upon by intruders who attempted to gain entry to the house whilst firing at the occupants. Now when we analyze the situation, it's very clear that these young youths of today, they are very cold and they're very heartless, and they don't really value life with no significance, not even their own they don't value. Because when you look on this individual right now, this individual that was taken into custody by the police and actually charged with the offense committed on Fleet Street, he's still a young individual, still had a high dreams ahead of him, still had high hopes could have turned his life in a more positive direction. However, he chose the life of crime, and now look what happened. So he's actually now been taken into custody, and he was actually pointed out in an ID parade, as I said before. So the police have substantial evidence in order to hold on to this individual who goes by the name Tommy Powell, otherwise called Redhead of James Street in Kingston. and the police theorized that these individuals that carried out this act, he was not alone as well. So the police are actually seeking other individuals that they believe might be behind this latest homicide in Fleet Street, Kingston. So the family member went to investigate, and this was when a barrage of gunfire greeted him. So it was discovered that the young girl was actually shot and she was taken to the nearby Kingston Public Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. So Powell now, the individual that the police are stating is responsible for this, was charged during an interview in the presence of his attorney, and his court date is yet to be finalized by the police. So now I'm about to bring you over to a family member that was actually in the presence of the house when this actually unfolded, and I'm about to take you over now to that report in which this individual is going to detail what transpired on that fateful night on Fleet Street in Kingston, in which this young, promising, bright, smart, young future of our country was actually taken out in a targeted attack that police believe was actually a gang related incident in which the individuals in the incident just targeted a random house on Fleet Street. And when it all ended, this was the result. So we're going to go over to that report right now and update you in relation to what really transpired on that fateful night. All I can say is that what happened here is a very sad and a very unfortunate situation, and words cannot even begin to express or even imagine what the family members of this girl is actually going through, especially her close friends at school. And she would have started the new school year yesterday, September. And it's a very unfortunate and such a sad moment right now to actually be reporting on this matter. But when we look what is going on around us is very sad. And we're living in a time right now where it's so hard for people to cope with situations such as these because this is an innocent child. She had her hopes, she had her dreams, and it was just cut short just like that. Let me bring you over to the report now in relation to what transpired on that fateful night.
I actually hear a buckle break. And when I get up, out of curiosity, come here and say, this time of the morning, when I get up, I realize say, I smell gas. So I say, look like this was a buckle boom them I go make. So I hear my brother right beside me there, so him pull him door and come outside. But me say, I not come outside because I know what I go on. Because I know say there's a war in the community. So a few minutes after that, Uncle Tim can hear a shot same time. Shot start fire, bap bap. Look after that, Mong hear the mother inside the house. I say, my daughter get shot, she get shot, she get shot in her bottom, she get shot, she get shot. And like the brother say, come we take her up now. And that mother say, we can't take her up no, because I think she was in fear. I said the government and probably outside same way. So him say, no man, come do it now. And then pull the door. So me just pull my door same time and say me I come assist in any way me can help. But me see him carry her up, lift up the daughter and carry her, go in the car and him say, yo, go shut up my door for me because me have my money in there. So by the time him come back, cause two police cars come up at the same time and ask a couple questions what go on and I show them if the pencil and what occur and them little thing. When him come back now, him said the little girl dead.
Well, there you have it. That was an individual that was actually at the residence when this unfortunate situation occurred. And it's very sad to see what transpired here. And I hope that we don't continue in the new year on this negative note because trust me, so far we have started the year on a negative note in which a number of crimes have taken place so far. And it's just actually the fourth day within the new year right now. And it's an unfortunate situation when we look on what is going on around us and how these young youths of today are just resorting to crime and violence. And some of these situations are so uncalled for and they are so unjust because innocent people are losing their life at the hands of these hoodlums who decide as if This is the only way in order to settle an issue that they are having with another party, which is very sad. But as the police continue their investigation in this matter, we're going to continue to update you with the latest report on this. And this has just been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And we here at Links 007 TV just want to take this opportunity just to express our heartfelt and sincere condolences to the family and friends of this 10-year-old girl, as I know that they must be having a difficult time right now, coping with the loss of such a bright and promising spark that someone could have made a bright contribution to our country at large. This is where we're going to leave this report right now. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out and bless.